arise, awake, and stop not till the Lord will go with you. Thank you for your attention.
We now invite Dr. R. Balasubramanian.
Revered Swamiji, Swamiji Keshwaraji, one of the senior monks of the Ramakrishna order, Dr. Sanyal, and friends. You have heard a lot of Swami Vivekananda for 2 days, and I don't think I can say anything new. But all I can say is you do have a lot of patience. The very fact that you endured all of us for 2 days itself shows that one P is already taken care of. Only the other two P's are left, purity and perseverance. And I'm certain you will soon manifest that too. Being here today is a privilege for many reasons, for reasons more than one. The first is celebrating Swamiji's 150th birth anniversary anywhere in the world is a joy. It's an opportunity to remember that extraordinary personality. I don't even call him a person because it's very difficult to define Vivekananda. All you can do is only experience Vivekananda. You really can't bracket him and say he's a monk, you can't bracket him and say he's a nationalistic Indian, you can't really say he's global in his thinking. It's so difficult to give a description to something which you have to only feel. And that's exactly what Vivekananda wanted. Like our governments. The more inaccessible our government is, the more established is their presence. So this guy made it so difficult. He went in there and put an idol, and then the nice idol came up, the temple came up. They didn't use much resources, all the rock that was there and all that. The temple becomes famous. All the villagers start coming there. They start believing that God is answering their prayers. The popularity of the temple grows. After some time, now the government, the local road transport corporation, the so-called public transport actually gets interested when there's some profit in it. So they start going to the temple. Now they start running a bus. If a bus has to run, a road has to be made. The local panchayat makes a road. The road comes, the next door villagers start coming. More and more bullock carts start coming. People start coming on motorcycles. You know, the way for India's prosperity, I keep joking. The best way to assess India's prosperity, Mrs. Jayanti spoke of HDI. I would call it differently. I call it HHI, Hero Honda Index. The number of Hero Hondas in the village determines the amount of prosperity in the village. The moment you do something, you find a Hero Honda. And the Hero Hondas in that village went up. And slowly when Hero Hondas go up, mechanics have to come in. Petrol stations, gas stations have to come in. People start coming to the temple, somebody becomes a fruit seller, somebody becomes a footwear stand, somebody becomes something else. And so economy grows. Temple became bountiful, the village became very developed. The man's intentions were achieved. But in this process, two problems happened. One of the slabs of granite on which you have to climb up and go started feeling the burden of thousands of people stamping on it every day. So that granite got tired. Hundreds of people walking in every day, stamping it, all the sweat of people on their footwear. And then it looks up very tiredly and finds an extraordinary image standing out there. Feels very concerned, also feels jealous. Looks at that idol and says, how unfortunate situation is, how stupid people are, how unfair society is. Both of us are part of the same field. We are all rocks lying beside each other. We are so close friends and relatives. Look at what they do to you and what they did to me. They make you an idol and worship you, pour milk on you, pour water on you and bow at your feet. And look at what they do to me, they stamp me with their feet. Is it fair? That idol looks down on his friend and says, oh my God, yeah, it doesn't look fair, but I think it is. Look at what got us here. We were all lying beside each other, but when the sculptor came, this chisel and hammer, and kept on knocking the hell out of me, I took 1,000 beatings, but I never gave up. And I became an idol, fit enough to be worshipped. When we beat you, in one stroke, we split into two, and you are where you are, my young friends, we have a choice in life. We can all sit back and complain at all the thousands of shots that society throws at us. But every shot is an opportunity for you to become chiseled out better and better and better. And then you become an idol fit enough to be worshipped. If you sit back and crack at the first shot and complain about it, all will be fit is to be stomped down. The choice is yours. I end my speech. If you are really product of Vivekananda and his thinking, the choice is also clear. Each one of you will be a diamond. A diamond that Vivekananda can proudly wear around his neck. And India can possibly utilize the fullest extent. This world itself can utilize. After all, what matters is making a difference in this world. Not just one village at a time, maybe one person at a time. And let it begin with you. Thank you so much.
And dear friends, let me start by saying Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Right. 2 days and you have really not only proved one P but all 3 Ps: purity, patience and perseverance. Otherwise you wouldn't have been here by this time of the day. I represent a small organization known as National Cadet Corps. It has trained about 60 million people so far and is engaging about 14 lakh children right now. And I've chosen it as a passion to make a simple statement that we will, out of this organization, create from the youth that we engage regional, national and global leaders. For the last 65 years that this organization has been being, we have been carrying out training in a certain way. But recently we undertook a analysis. And when we undertook that analysis, I carried out some kind of study. And what I found was that the number of studies undertaken the world over, 67% studies were undertaken only for making more money and more profit. And less than 17% studies were made or undertaken for development of the youth. And that is where my concern lies, and that is the cause from which I have started my new journey, if I may call, of trying to find out as to how are we going to create better leaders from the youth tomorrow. Large number of conflicts which are taking place all over the world would not be there, and we would perhaps have a much more happier world where most of us will be able to coexist very happily. And to do all this, one needs to graduate from the earlier concept of discipline to a concept of self-discipline. If we need to do that, in discipline, it was somebody else who wanted you to do a particular thing, and there was a fear of reprisal or punishment in case you did not do that. But self-discipline is that concept which expects you to do the right thing, the right way, and in the right time, which will actually carry you forward, which will actually reduce the amount of pain, suffering and difficulties that you face otherwise. Self-discipline is a much larger concept, a much more higher order thinking that needs to be inculcated amongst the youth. Last issue I'll address is time management. All of you have the same 24 hours. The choice is to spend them on the Facebook or the television, as Dr. Balasubramanian said, or to read, develop your knowledge, experiment, develop your own findings, find your own mission, and carry on with your own journey. The journey towards excellence, journey towards global universal brotherhood and love. Wish you all the best. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I feel like rolling into it. So you understand the mentality of many people who go away. They want that, they crave for it. And what you saw yesterday, those are the students and their parents. They want to have that culture because they know the importance, especially after seeing the world, exposed to many different ideas. Another thing that anyone speak anything against India, there are people whose, like the whole thing burned, they cannot take it because they know the importance of Indian culture. And that is because through Swamiji. I remember Swami Vivekananda when brought some Western disciples, he warned them, not a single negative word about India. I cannot take it. I was one incident that somebody smiled at the pillar here, Vaishnava symbol, little smile, and Swami became like stern. Said not a single negative word. If you want to do something and help India, quietly help and do something, but no negative word.
Namaste, मेरा नाम बुक है. Hello, I'm from Taiwan. I'm very glad that I have this chance to share my opinion with all of you here. Now I feel that everyone's here, the youth, we get together, we are really eager to take action for our own countries, and especially all the Indians here. I saw everyone, you have a strong passion. Very important things is I learned from all of you is passion, and the second things I learned from you is all of you are really are going to have a really action to do something. Yeah. So the point is I want to share a little story with all of you. So the story is 1 year back. I composed one pictures of my future. So I wish I can stay on stage and with the red carpet, and share my little opinion with hundreds of people. So now I see these pictures of my future. So it's like I want to encourage all of you here, dare to dream and dare to do something for your life, and it's very important. I think these things for all of the youth in the world is a starting point for all of us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Namaste. On behalf of the Vivekananda Vidyapeeth from the United States, I would first like to thank revered Swami Nikhileshwaranandaji for organizing this conference and giving us the opportunity to attend despite the limited space. We are especially grateful to have been able to present for all of you last night. It has been a tremendous experience to meet and connect with fellow devotees of Swami Vivekananda from all over India and around the world. We are honored to have heard and interacted with such a diverse group of eminent speakers, leaders, and swamis. This conference reinforced the universality and practicality of Swamiji's teachings. Service, harmony of religions, upliftment of the poor, sacrifice, perseverance, oneness, acceptance, and more. These are important values that all of us can practice and incorporate in our lives. Such is the character-building, value-based mission of the Vivekananda Vidyapeeth. As the Director General of UNESCO pointed out in her recorded message, Swami Vivekananda was a true humanist who sought to bring out the potential excellence and divinity in everyone, irrespective of class, race, or nationality. As revered Prabhrajika Sudhathu Pranaji stated in her speech, we youth need to bring out the inner lion within us. I sincerely thank everyone at this conference for reminding me that, with a strong character, accepting personality, and a purpose, each of us has the power to do great things and transform the world. Thank you.
Hello friends, thank you very much for having me and my team here. Actually, we chose to come to this conference on a very spontaneous notice. I'm here in Vadodara because my friend Johanna and I are from Germany, and we share this dream that we can leave a sustainable impact on Vadodarian society. We want to create a holiday and learning camp for slum kids and leave a sustainable impact here. But unfortunately on Friday, we felt very stuck, like really very stuck. We were sad and just lying, and like we didn't know what to do. And then on Saturday I arrived at this conference and I got this very beautiful booklet saying, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." And then I thought, okay, this is exactly what I need now, but I just don't know how to get it. So I would like to thank all of you, my friends, and all of the people who took the sessions and who gave me the input, because now I feel so much encouraged, and I feel like I have the strength now to reach this goal we set in the first place. So thank you very much, and I hope I will share some moments with you personally, because I hate to stand in front of an audience and I'm really bad at giving speeches, so maybe we'll meet later. Thank you very much.
Myself Mohapura. I should not be like from GTU, but Mohapura from India, I can say. I will not take here much time as we are running short of time. So, being a program officer of National Service Scheme and on behalf of Gujarat Technological University, I would like to thank Swami Nikileshwarananji and the organization that we can be a part of this conference. Lecture sessions from all the speakers, including today's video conference, were so worthy for each and every of our students. Especially the lecture session of Dr. Abdul Kalam and the encouraging experience shared by Arunima Sinha has given this conference a balanced touch of Swami Vivekananda's thoughts. Eminent monks have provided perfect guidance to all the students for their further development. Documentaries and the cultural program from United States have presented the thoughts of Swami Vivekananda in a very beautiful way. Lastly, I'd like to thank each and every delegates for sharing their ideas and guiding towards wellness and peace. Thank you.
Now we have the concluding remarks by Swami Nikileshwaranji.
My very dear friends, more or less we were able to keep up the time, but this time, concluding time, we are little behind time, but we will be concluding within a few minutes. We are a little late. But I really admire your passions, and just now two speakers told, purity, patience and perseverance are the three issues to success above all love. But passions you have got, that is certainly established now. There is no doubt about it. Other things will follow. Because Once this comes, other things will follow. I take this opportunity. First of all, Sri Mahendra Bhai Jani told that this conference success goes to me. I think I must correct it. 3 days back, I knew it is going to be a flop because it was being done by me. Then I thought it's going to be a flop because there was so much of mismanagement and so much of problem that we were thinking it was going in a different way. But then I thought of one thing. Swami Vivekananda said on 4 July 1902, he left his body, 4 July 1902 at the age of 39 years. He left